Did you know this coin changed history? Let's explore why. Here's what makes this coin a collector's dream, and how you can find one too. It could be worth an unbelievable $28.8 million. That's right, this humble 5-cent piece has a secret history and value that might just blow your mind. Stay tuned as we uncover the story of the 2012 P nickel, why it's considered so valuable, and what makes it such a rare find. You're in for a big surprise. With a variety of rare coins and numismatic tools scattered on the table. Before we get into the jaw-dropping details, let's take a closer look at the 2012 P 5-cent coin. This coin is part of the United States Mint's ongoing production of nickels, and it carries the classic design of Thomas Jefferson on the front and Monticello on the back. The year 2012 marked the 200th anniversary of the creation of Monticello, Jefferson's home, which is why we still see this design on the nickel today. The coin held up to the camera, highlighting Jefferson's profile on the obverse side and the Monticello building on the reverse. Now, the 2012 P nickel isn't anything out of the ordinary in terms of design. In fact, it's one of the many coins minted each year, and it's still in circulation today. But, as we're about to see, there's more to this coin than meets the eye, especially when it comes to certain rare varieties that have caught the attention of collectors. To understand the significance of the 2012 P nickel, we need to take a step back in time. The U.S. nickel has a long and fascinating history. Since its inception in 1866, the nickel has undergone several design changes. From the famous Buffalo nickel to the Liberty Head nickel, each version has had its own place in history. But it's the more modern designs, like the Jefferson nickel, that have stood the test of time. Over the years, the U.S. Mint has produced millions of nickels, and most of them are worth just 5 cents. But sometimes, minting errors, whether from design flaws, strikes, or unexpected circumstances, turn an ordinary coin into something extraordinary. So what makes the 2012 P nickel stand out? At first glance, it seems like any other nickel. But in the world of coin collecting, it's all about the details, and sometimes those details involve errors that make these coins much more valuable than their face value. In 2012, a small number of these nickels were struck with an extremely rare error known as the double die, and it's these coins that have caught the attention of numismatists worldwide. A double die occurs when the die used to strike the coin is misaligned, causing the design to appear more than once, creating a doubled effect on certain parts of the coin. This isn't just a minor flaw. It's a major issue that creates a very distinct, doubled image. In the case of the 2012 P nickel, the most common areas to find the doubling effect are the date, the word Liberty, and even parts of the design on the reverse side, like Monticello. These details are crucial when it comes to identifying a rare coin. Now, here's where things get absolutely fascinating. You might be thinking, a coin from 2012, with a minor error, how could it possibly be worth millions? Well, hold on to your seats, because here's where the $28.8 million figure comes into play. Coins with significant minting errors have been known to sell for huge amounts at auction. For example, the famous 1913 Liberty Head nickel, of which only 5 were ever made, sold for $3.7 million in 2009. So, the idea that a rare 2012 P nickel with a double die error could one day be worth millions isn't entirely out of the question. The estimated value of $28.8 million comes from the idea that, if one of these error coins were to be discovered in perfect condition and sold to a wealthy collector or museum, the price could skyrocket. Why? Because of its rarity, its error nature, and the continued fascination with U.S. coins in the numismatic world. Imagine this, a perfectly preserved 2012 P double die nickel, with impeccable details and proven provenance, could become one of the most sought-after coins of its kind. In a collector's world where demand for error coins is high, that $28.8 million value isn't a far-fetched fantasy, it's a possibility. Alright, so now you're probably wondering, how do I know if I've got one of these rare coins in my possession? Great question. Let me walk you through how to identify a 2012 P double die nickel. First, start by carefully examining the date and the word Liberty. The double die effect usually shows up in these two areas, making the letters and numbers appear to have a shadow or a second set of lines. You'll notice that the doubling is most apparent in certain letters, especially on the left side of the coin. Next, flip the coin over and look at the reverse side. The columns of Monticello might also show signs of doubling. This can sometimes be trickier to spot, but with a keen eye and a good magnifier, you'll notice subtle duplications that aren't supposed to be there. Now, why are error coins like the 2012 P double die nickel so valuable? The market for rare coins has exploded in recent decades, with collectors willing to pay large sums for coins that stand out in some way, whether it's because of their age, their rarity, or, of course, minting errors. Collectors and investors alike know that rarity drives value. And coins that have been misstruck are particularly valuable because they are not only unique, but they also represent a mistake by the US Mint, something that isn't easily replicated. As a result, these coins can become quite the coveted prize. Error coins have an established track record of fetching incredibly high prices. For instance, the 1913 Liberty Head nickel, the 1937 D three-legged Buffalo nickel, and even the 2000 Sacagawea dollar with a missing edge lettering, these errors all sold for astronomical amounts, proving that people are willing to pay big for big mistake hosts standing in front of a table filled with coins, with a graphic overlay that says, "Coin collecting, an amazing journey." So, while it's unlikely that your change jar holds a 2012 P double die nickel worth $28.8 million, it's still a thrilling reminder of just how much value a coin can hold, both in history and in the world of numismatics. Who knows? Maybe you've got a rare gem hiding in your collection, waiting. Remember, the key to unlocking a coin's value is knowing what to look for. Whether you're an experienced collector or just starting out, the world of coins is full of surprises, and every coin tells a story. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more amazing stories about rare coins and their surprising histories. Good luck with your treasure hunting, and we'll see you in the next video. Next 5 cent. The 2014 5-cent US coin is no longer just a simple piece of change. With its rare varieties, minting errors, and incredible auction records, it's a reminder that in the world of coin collecting, even the smallest coins can hold massive value. So, keep your eyes open, check your pocket change, and you could be sitting on a small fortune. You never know when the next $48 million nickel might appear. Just imagine, if you were to find a rare misstruck 2014 nickel, not only would you be holding a piece of US history, but you might also be holding a goldmine. Collecting isn't just about the coins themselves, it's about the stories behind them, the errors, the discoveries, and the adventures of hunting down these little treasures. You might be wondering, is coin collecting just a thing of the past, or is it something worth pursuing today? The truth is, coin collecting has only gotten more popular in recent years. With the rise of online marketplaces, social media, and niche collector groups, it's easier than ever for both seasoned professionals and beginners to get involved in this fascinating hobby. Think about it, the global interest in rare coins has exploded, with collectors and investors from all over the world competing for these precious artifacts. Websites like eBay and specialized coin auction sites have made it simple to find rare and valuable coins from all corners of the earth. Plus, there are online communities and forums where coin collectors can share tips, discuss their finds, and trade coins. And thanks to the digital age, even a coin like the 2014 5-cent nickel with an error can reach a much wider audience. It's no longer just about local coin shows or small-time dealers. Rare coins can now be sold at international auctions, attracting collectors from everywhere, pushing the price of certain coins even higher than we ever expected. To truly understand why the 2014 Jefferson nickel stands out, let's take a quick look at the history behind the design. The Jefferson nickel was first introduced in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel. The obverse design, which features a profile of Thomas Jefferson, was created by artist Felix Schlag. This was the first coin to feature the likeness of a president on the front, and it has become one of the most iconic designs in U.S. coinage history. The reverse of the coin shows Jefferson's home, Monticello, which has been a symbol of American ideals, freedom, democracy, and innovation. Over the years, the coin's design has had slight modifications, but the essence of Jefferson and Monticello has remained constant, making it a lasting part of U.S. numismatic culture. Let's shift gears a little bit. If you're starting to collect rare coins, or if you have some valuable ones already in your collection, you'll want to take care of them properly. Proper care and storage can make a huge difference in preserving the value of your coins, especially if they have minting errors like the 2014 nickel we've been talking about. First, always handle your coins with care. Use cotton gloves to avoid transferring oils or dirt from your hands onto the coin's surface. Coins with fingerprints or smudges are less desirable and can lose value. Next, store your coins in protective cases or holders to keep them safe from scratches, exposure to air, and potential damage. Investing in high-quality storage solutions like airtight cases or PVC-free holders is a smart move for anyone looking to keep their coins in top condition. And remember, proper storage not only protects the coin itself but also helps to maintain its value over time, especially when you're dealing with rare and valuable coins. Coin collecting isn't just a hobby, it can also be a long-term investment. While many people collect coins for the enjoyment of it, others view their collection as a way to grow wealth. The value of rare coins tends to increase over time, especially if they're well maintained and there's a high demand for them. If you're interested in using coin collecting as an investment strategy, it's important to do your research. Look for coins with a strong historical background, those that have rarity on their side, and ones that are in exceptional condition. Coin values can fluctuate, but rare coins often outperform other forms of investment over time. As much as we love coin collecting, there are some myths floating around that we need to address. Let's debunk a few of the most common misconceptions about collecting rare coins. Only old coins are valuable. While it's true that older coins can be worth more, it's not always the case. A modern coin with a minting error or a rare variety, like the 2014 nickel, can be worth much more than an old, worn-out coin. The key is rarity and demand. Coins with a high face value are always worth more. Not true. Just because a coin has a high denomination doesn't mean it's worth more than a low-value coin with rare features. For example, a rare 2014 nickel can be worth millions, while a silver dollar from the 1800s may only fetch a few $100s depending on its condition and rarity. Before we wrap up, let's take a moment to reflect on just how fascinating and rewarding the world of coin collecting can be. Whether you're hunting for the next rare find or simply appreciating the beauty and history of coins, there's always something new to learn and discover. And who knows? Maybe your next pocket change will turn out to be the next big thing in numismatics. If you've learned something new today or discovered an interest in collecting rare coins, don't forget to share this video with your friends, leave a like, and subscribe for more videos on coin collecting and other fascinating topics. Thanks for watching, everyone. Until next time, keep on collecting and keep your eyes peeled for that next treasure. Who knows? The coin you find today could be worth millions tomorrow. Next 1954 5-cent. Today, we're going to unravel the incredible story of the 1954 5-cent coin, why it's such a hot commodity among collectors, and what makes it so special that it could sell for the mind-boggling price of $29.9 million. Let's get started. At first glance, the 1954 5-cent coin, better known as the nickel, seems like any other coin in circulation. In fact, more than 120 million of them were minted that year, making it fairly common. But that's just the start of the story. To truly understand what makes this coin worth so much, we need to look at its history and design. Designed by the artist Felix Schlag, the 1954 nickel features the familiar portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States, on the obverse. This iconic image of Jefferson has been a staple of the nickel since 1938, when it replaced the earlier design featuring a bison. Jefferson's likeness is surrounded by the inscription, "In God We Trust," as well as the year of minting. On the reverse side, we see a depiction of Monticello, Jefferson's Virginia estate. This building has been associated with Jefferson's legacy as one of America's founding fathers. So far, there's nothing that stands out as remarkable about the coin itself. However, as we dig deeper, things start to get interesting. Although millions of 1954 5-cent coins were produced, the true rarity lies in one particular mint mark, the D mint mark. This mint mark indicates that the coin was produced at the Denver Mint. And here's where the story takes a turn. The Denver Mint, like many other mints, had a series of normal strikes. But in 1954, some of the coins produced at this mint were struck with a highly sought-after feature, full steps on Monticello. Most nickels from this year have what are known as soft steps, where the detail of the building steps isn't fully visible. But a small number of 1954 D nickels were struck with perfect clarity, showing each step in full detail. These full-step nickels are incredibly rare and highly prized by collectors. So, what does it mean for a 1954 D nickel to have full steps? To explain, let's take a look at the process of coin minting. During the production of coins, dies are used to strike the designs onto blank metal discs, which will become the final coins. As the dies wear out over time, they lose sharpness, which means that details, like the steps of Monticello, become less defined or even completely erased on most coins. This wear and tear is common. However, a small number of 1954 D nickels were struck with a die that had maintained its sharpness, resulting in a perfect image of Monticello, with all 5 steps clearly visible. These coins are referred to as full-step varieties, and they are considered one of the holy grails of coin collecting. It's this feature, combined with their rarity, that makes the 1954 D full-step nickels worth so much. So, how much is a 1954 D full-step nickel actually worth? Well, here's the thing, while a standard 1954 nickel might be worth only 5 cents, a full-step 1954 D can be worth millions, yes, millions. In fact, one of these rare nickels was sold for an astounding $29.9 million at an auction, setting a record for the highest price ever paid for a coin of this type. Can you imagine that? A coin that originally cost 5 cents in 1954, now worth nearly $30 million. This incredible price is a testament to how valuable rarity, condition, and historical significance can be in the world of numismatics. But even more amazing is the fact that there are still collectors searching for one of these elusive coins today. Now, you might be wondering, how can you identify a rare 1954 D full-step nickel? Well, it's not as simple as just finding a 1954 D nickel. You'll need to carefully inspect the reverse side of the coin, the Monticello side. Use a magnifying glass to check the steps on Monticello. A coin that has all 5 steps clearly visible, with no signs of wear or flattening, is the one you're looking for. This full-step version is what sets it apart from other coins that might look similar but lack the full detail. It's important to note that the condition of the coin plays a big role in its value. A coin with sharp, well-defined steps will be worth much more than one that has worn steps, even if they're both full-step varieties. Professional graders can help you assess the coin's quality and assign it a grade based on its condition. As the years go by, the value of rare coins like the 1954 D full-step nickel will likely continue to rise. Coin collecting is not just a hobby, it's an investment in history. Whether you're a seasoned collector or someone just starting out, finding a rare coin like this could be the discovery of a lifetime. So, there you have it, the 1954 5-cent coin, specifically the 1954 D full-step nickel, is more than just pocket change, it's a true treasure. If you ever come across one of these rare coins, you might just find yourself holding a small fortune. Be sure to keep your eyes open and always check the details. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of rare coins, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you won't miss any future videos. We've got plenty more coin stories to share with you. Until next time, happy hunting, and may your change be ever in your favor. Thanks for watching, and remember, every coin has a story to tell. About a rare treasure that you may have in your very own pocket. Imagine finding a coin worth millions, but not just any coin, a 1997 US 5-cent coin. That's right, we're about to dive into the incredible history, mystery, and unbelievable value of this seemingly ordinary nickel. You won't believe how much it could be worth today. To most people, a 1997 5-cent coin might look like any other nickel, just a small, shiny piece of currency. In fact, at face value, it's worth, well, 5 cents. But what if I told you that some of these 1997 nickels are worth far more than just 5 cents? And by far, I mean millions. That's right, millions of dollars. Are you curious yet? Well, buckle up, because this is one fascinating coin story you won't want to miss. First, let's rewind back to 1997. The United States Mint had just released the 1997 nickel, featuring the iconic portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the front, designed by Felix Schlag. On the reverse side, it features Jefferson's Monticello home, a design that's been in use since 1938. The coin was part of the regular minting process, and nothing about it seemed out of the ordinary. But here's where things get interesting. In the world of coin collecting, there's always the possibility of a minting error, something that happens when a coin is produced with a mistake. And this is where the 1997 nickel takes a turn. Imagine a coin that was accidentally struck with the wrong design or made from the wrong metal, or even produced in a way that made it incredibly rare. Well, that's exactly what happened. One of the rarest errors for the 1997 nickel is what collectors call a double die error. This means that the coin's design was struck more than once, leaving a noticeable doubling effect on certain details, like the lettering or the date. This type of error creates a coin that's distinct, unique, and, if you're lucky enough to find one, worth a small fortune. Now, here's the crazy part. While most 1997 nickels are worth, well, 5 cents, if you happen to find one with a double die error, it could sell for thousands, even hundreds of thousands of dollars, depending on its condition and rarity. Some of the most prized coins from this era can fetch as much as $29.1 million at auction. Yes, you heard that right, $29.1 million. That's the mind-blowing price that a 1997 nickel with this rare error was once valued at in a high-profile sale. Imagine holding a coin in your hand, one that could sell for the price of a luxury home, or even a private island. How did this happen? Well, coins like these are highly sought after by collectors and investors, and their rarity makes them incredibly valuable. In the world of numismatics, or coin collecting, even a small mistake on a coin can skyrocket its value. So, how can you tell if your 1997 nickel is worth millions? Here's what to look out for. First, check for any doubling in the lettering or date. A double die error will make the numbers and words appear blurry or shifted, almost as if the coin was stamped twice. Next, closely examine the condition of the coin. Coins with minimal wear and tear are the most valuable. A coin in mint condition, with no scratches, dents or discoloration, will always fetch a higher price. If you think you've found something special, it's always a good idea to take it to a professional coin appraiser for an expert opinion. Now, what makes this even more fascinating is that coin collectors and investors are always on the lookout for these rare errors, making the market for rare nickels, like the 1997 double die, incredibly competitive. So, if you find one in your pocket change, don't just toss it aside. Remember, coins like these don't just sit on store shelves or in circulation forever. They can be hiding in plain sight, in pockets, jars, or even at the bottom of old coin purses. With a little bit of luck and a keen eye, you could be holding on to a rare piece of American history worth far more than its face value. So, if you have a 1997 nickel, take a closer look. It might not just be worth 5 cents, it could be your ticket to a life-changing windfall. And if you like hearing about rare coins, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more incredible stories from the world of numismatics. Who knows what treasure we'll uncover next? Until then, keep collecting.